Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sugar Reset Fall 2024 program. I am so glad that you are here, and I've made this video to help make the 5 days run a little bit smoother and to help you be more successful. But before we get started, I have to give this disclaimer. This information is not to be used as medical advice. It is strictly for educational purposes. I always recommend you check with your own health practitioner before starting any kind of nutritional or lifestyle modifications. So, this sugar reset is going to really help you get unstuck. So, are you ready? Well, let's get started. All right. So, I've got some important information for you today to help you get through the first day of your sugar reset and to make all 5 days your best ever. So I hope you got a chance to read through this email before you clicked on the video. If you didn't, then finish reading it after you get finished watching this. But I've got several things for you to download in the email. The first thing is your Sugar Reset Success Guidebook. It has a lot of details for you and information, and this information will help you be successful and help you get to feeling your best. So read the guidebook in its entirety today and be sure you do steps 1, 2, and 3. That's on page 7. This is going to help you get more successful as far as day 1 and help set you up for success for the rest of the week. The second thing to download is called your Sugar Reset Daily Worksheet. So you want to make 5 copies of it, okay? And you're going to fill out one each day. It's not going to take but a few minutes. I recommend you do it right after dinner. Your guidebook, you can look at it online. You can print it if you want. There's a lot of color, but you do what's going to be better for you. But your worksheet, I do recommend you print it out so that you can fill it out at the end of each day. I also am including a recipe booklet, and I'm going to be including some other recipes through the other daily emails that I send to you. Remember, these recipes are just suggested recipes. You do not have to follow it verbatim. I'm just giving it as suggestions to you to set yourself up for success. It's going to give you some ideas of healthier, low sugar meals, and just to give you a little bit of extra guidance as well. So read through the recipe booklet first. See if there's some that you might want to try. There may be some that you say, Leah, I don't even want to try that. And that's perfectly fine. Okay. Now remember, if you have been eating a diet high in sugar, you might feel tired. You might even be a little headachy as you remove it from your diet. Just know this is only temporary. You're going to feel better in a few days, and you're going to feel even better by the end of the reset than when you started. So don't give up. And each day, I'm going to be giving you some helpful tips and some strategies, some things you can tweak to avoid or help eliminate those feelings. And just remember, your body needs time to adjust, but you're going to feel more confident every day you do it. And so read today's email message for a little bit of motivation about why cutting sugar is so important to your long-term health. Remember, if you are feeling tired or having any issues or need extra support, you can email me, you can message me, you can post in our Facebook group, and I will message you privately. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to provide you support, and I want you to persevere, right? And be successful. Plus, you're going to be helping me as well. Another thing you can do if you're feeling kind of tired, have a cup of tea, right? This is going to give you an energy boost. It will help calm you down. There's just something about sitting down with a cup of tea or decaf coffee if you need it, especially if it's in the afternoon. I recommend decaf. It will help fill you up some, and the tea is going to give you a little bit of flavor. Plus, if you use some green tea, that actually research shows it does help balance your blood sugar as well. Another thing you can do if you're feeling tired, go for a walk outside. I know that sounds counterproductive, but just a slow and gentle 10 to 15 minute walk often can kind of perk you up, lift your spirits, lift your mood. Change of scenery is always good for all of us, right? And the last thing you can do, if you're really having cravings at night, go to bed early, okay? Just do yourself a favor, switch up your routine, even if it's 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. Sometimes going to bed is early, and it is the answer, okay? You could probably use more sleep anyway. And here's one obvious: you can't eat while you're sleeping, right? You can eat in bed, but I didn't say that. I'm saying go to sleep, okay? Be sure you do fill out that daily worksheet. It's going to help you keep track of your food and your water intake. And you're going to see, if you read the guidebook and as we go, you're going to see why that's going to help. But eating enough food and drinking enough water really does help maintain your energy levels. Believe it or not, most of the time when people do this reset and they reach out to me because maybe they're struggling, they are not eating enough, okay, of the foods that they can have. All right. So that's why I want you to fill out your worksheet, because if you fill out your worksheet and then you reach out to me and I call you, I'm going to say, tell me everything you ate yesterday, because whatever you ate yesterday is going to affect how you feel today. Right. All right. I'm also in your daily emails going to provide a daily affirmation just for encouragement, and I'm going to have a Bible verse for the whole week. All right, let me go over a few frequently asked questions that I've received in the past when I've done this. The first one is, what foods can I have? Well, look in your Sugar Reset guidebook. It's going to have details. In general, though, no refined or processed foods or sugar. Think about whole foods the way God made them. All right. There's a page in your guidebook, page 9, and it has the many names of sugar, so you won't be fooled when you're shopping at the grocery. The easiest thing to do, take a picture of that page, and that way you'll have easy access to it while you're grocery shopping. Remember to read your food labels, okay? Food manufacturers are sneaky, and they will sneak in sugar 2 or 3 times with different names, so that it might not say sugar, but it might be one of the other names, okay? So that's why I want you to become more knowledgeable and aware as well. Another thing that I do is, today is Sunday and my hubby is going to grill some meat for us today. That's going to prepare us for the week ahead. We usually grill some beef burgers. I do turkey burgers. We do some chicken, sometimes some sausage. And that way I have a lot of protein for the week ahead. And if I'm getting really hungry, I can eat some of that. I know that will fill me up. But all I have to really do is add some veggies, healthy fats, and some fruit. And that is going to be a quick meal. I'm also going to give you some other ideas this week too. But remember, planning and cooking something today, a couple of proteins and veggies, it's going to really set you up for success for the whole week. All right. Another question I get is, can I have artificial sweeteners? No artificial sweeteners other than stevia or monk fruit. And be sure those are pure, not a blend with sugar alcohols. Look at page 5 of your guidebook, and that's going to give you an explanation of artificial sweeteners and sugar alcohols and why you don't want to focus in on those, okay? Now, what about foods that have natural sugars? I get this a lot, not just in the reset, but when I'm seeing private clients. Fruit has natural sugars, as do many dairy products. Okay, these are okay as long as it's not added sugar. So you want to look at your nutrition label and you'll see where it has total sugar and then added sugar. So you want to keep the added sugar to a minimum this week. If you tolerate dairy and are eating dairy, look at the label and be sure they didn't add any sugars in the ingredient label. If possible, eat full fat dairy unless your doctor has specified otherwise. The fat is going to help keep you fuller longer, prevent cravings, and it helps with digestion, mood, and also brain power. Now, regarding fruit, it does have fructose, which is a natural sugar. Moderate amounts of the fruit are fine. Just don't overdose on fruit, okay? But I do give you some healthier, low sugar fruit ideas in your guidebook, and there are some healthier treats as well. So what about snacks? If you get hungry between meals, ask yourself first if you're really physically hungry. You might be something else. You might be angry. You might be feeling anxious. You might be lonely. You might be tired. You might be stressed. You might be sleep deprived. You might be bored. Use the acronym HALTS-B. That stands for hungry. Are you really physically hungry? A is, are you angry or anxious? L is, are you lonely? T is, are you tired? S is, are you stressed or sleep deprived? And B is bored. If you are not really physically hungry, do something else. See pages 10 through 11 for some ideas. But if you are really hungry, look on page 12 near the end of the guidebook for some healthier, low sugar snack ideas. You might want to stock up on those this week. What's another key step to take besides all the other great info in the guidebook? Listen to your body, okay? Your body is going to respond differently than mine is, or that maybe your friend or your spouse is, okay? So you want to listen to your body and how you are feeling physically and mentally and emotionally. Slow down while eating. One thing that Americans do is we eat too fast. So slow down. That's going to give yourself time for fullness to register your brain. Usually it takes about 20 minutes for your brain to realize you're full, okay? If you are too full to finish your meal, then don't finish it. It is okay, really. Just wrap it up and you can eat it for another meal or you can save it later as a snack. I do this often with smoothies. I'll make a big one in the morning, only part of it for breakfast, and then I have some leftovers for a snack. Or if I'm really craving something sweet, it kind of helps with that. So if you have any other questions, please know that is why I am here. I'm happy to answer. Message me, email me, post it in the Facebook group, and I'll be happy to privately message you. And finally, remember, stay strong. You've got this. You are strong enough to do this one step at a time. Remember, one day at a time, you are going to be choosing health for your body, your mind, and your spirit. And the first step is starting. So you already have accomplished that, right? Way to go. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope that helped explain it a little bit and choose to make this a great day. Bye for now.